The 2019 NFL Combine kicks off Friday in Indianapolis, giving prospects a chance to make a statement in front of NFL teams. As always, some players will make a bigger splash than others. Every year there are a few freaks who wow with their testing numbers. Instead of waiting until post-combine to find out which players will shoot up draft boards, let's go ahead and identify them pre-combine. Thanks to high school testing results in college drills, we have a great idea already who will dominate the combine from a drills perspective. These are 10 such prospects, one for every position and 2 wild cards, who will flash brightly at the NFL Combine. Note, we folded defensive ends and outside linebackers into the edge category. Tyree Jackson is already the most physically imposing QB in this draft class, measuring at 6'7", 249 pounds with huge hands, 10+ inches, and a big wingspan. He's also going to test well. Jackson's been clocked at a 4.57-second 40-yard dash in the past, and he'll be an explosive jumper. Jackson will also put on display what is one of the strongest arms in the country during throwing drills. Jackson is a raw when it comes to the passing element of things. But from a purely athletic perspective, he's the type of body frame that scouts tend to salivate over. He'll come away one of the big winners from the combine process if he can avoid spurts of inaccuracy during drills. Saquon Barkley set the NFL aflame a year ago at the NFL Combine, running a blazing 4.440 with a 41-inch vertical and 29 bench press reps at 6 foot 233 pounds. That's important context because Jacobs compares favorably to Barkley in terms of his overall versatility. And while Jacobs won't test that well, he'll still explode when his numbers are officially locked in. Jacobs, 5'10", 215 pounds, clocked a 4.5-second 40 at Alabama last off-season. He also put 405 pounds on the bench press with a team-high 35.5-inch vertical leap. Given that Jacobs has done exclusive football training since the season's end, I'd expect those numbers to only improve across the board. Jacobs is already drawing RB1 hype. That should continue exiting the combine. Several wide receivers will draw a buzz at the combine. We'll cover another below, but expect Metcalf to dominate conversation. He already has in some ways. From shirtless photos that make him look like a linebacker to his circus catch highlight reel, Metcalf is one of the most talked about prospects in the nation. They'll continue when the 6'4", 230-pound freak runs a sub-4.5-second 40 and posts a 35-inch or better vertical leap. Expect him to do okay on the bench press as well. I mean, just look at this photo. Isabella and Metcalf couldn't look any more different. Isabella checks in at 5'9", 190 pounds and comes from UMass. The Biletnikoff Award finalist might be slight of frame, but he's an explosive athlete. Isabella clocked a 4.39-second 40-yard dash in high school. He was also the state of Ohio's 100-meter dash winner. He even beat Denzel Ward, who ran a 4.32-second 40 at last year's combine, in the 60-meter dash. Isabella also posted a 35.8-inch vertical jump and a more than respectable 33-foot power throw. With a 109 spark rating, Isabella is one of the elite athletes in the 2019 NFL draft class. Expect Isabella to truly arrive on the national scene this week given his future in the slot and as a return weapon. How freakish is Fant as an athlete? He posted a 42-inch vertical leap during Iowa's off-season, according to the Des Moines Register. No tight end in the last decade posted a higher number at the NFL Combine. The 6'5", 241-pound Fant hasn't run an official 40-yard dash in college, but he posted a 4.64 in high school. You should expect the majority of that speed to remain despite Fant adding 30 pounds since high school, especially considering his vertical jump increased 9 inches in that time. If Fant posts anywhere near a 4.6-second 40, that's rarefied air for potential tight ends. He's exactly what modern offenses want from the position. one of the most athletic offensive linemen in the country. Edoga posted a 4.86-second 40-yard dash in high school along with a 4.46-second 20-yard shuttle. A sub 4.5 20-yard shuttle is a key indicator of success in college and the NFL for offensive tackles. There are things not to like about Edoga, specifically the fact his 6'3" 3.5", 308-pound frame is less than ideal for an NFL bookend tackle. But it's worth noting Edoga had the longest arms of any prospect measured at the Army All-American Bowl between the 2015-17 classes. That length makes up for a lot, and it's something scouts will note over and over when it comes to the USC left tackle. No player will attack drills like Oliver. One of the most tenacious workers the coaching community at large has ever seen, Oliver is going to test through the roof outside of his slightly less than idle 6'3" height and 290-pound weight. Oliver measured as the most athletic defensive tackle in the 2016 class, posting an absurd 105.6 SPARQ score for a player who is within shouting distance of 300 pounds. Oliver will run a sub-5-second 40, post a vertical jump around 30 inches, likely run a sub-4.5-second 20-yard shuttle, all the while killing the bench press reps. Oliver will draw a dizzying number of Aaron Donald comparisons before this draft cycle is done. The likely first-round edge rusher made a splash at the Senior Bowl when he checked in with nearly 36-inch arms at 6'6", 252 pounds. Sweat, who piled up 22.5 sacks over the last 2 seasons, is an explosive athlete who'll run well in 40. He's also rather strong and should put up big numbers in regards to the bench press. We don't have any high school testing numbers with Sweat to base this evaluation on, but he's one of the best athletes in this class regardless of position. Expect him to test like it. Gustin moves like a man far smaller than his 6'5", 260-pound frame. USC's clocked Gustin at a 4.5 in the 40-yard dash to go along with a 35-inch vertical leap. Gustin's also previously ripped off 35 bench press reps at 225 pounds, according to NFL.com. For perspective, no linebacker the last 3 years posted more than 30 reps at 225 pounds. 4.5 40-yard dash would also put Gustin within the top 5 times within the last 5 years. Gustin is looking to push himself into day 2 or potentially day 1 consideration in the NFL draft. Those numbers would go a long way toward doing so. Fields is projected as a 2nd or 3rd day pick in large part due to a lack of long-term experience at the position. He's only started 6 times his Tigers career. His athleticism, however, will help alleviate some of those concerns for teams. He ran a 4.33-second 40-yard dash in high school, leapt 37 inches and posted one of the highest SPARQ scores of anyone in the 2015 class. Those numbers haven't gotten worse in Clemson's strength and conditioning program. Expect Fields to contend for the fastest 40-yard dash of the combine.